So you have a little competition going, the search for 1 million user milestone, and a winner would get 1 million euros.
Exactly. So we want to get 1 million players in the game. As soon as we hit it, we will announce, and the first one who completes it will win real money, 1 million euro in real cash.
I might have to participate.
Could be worth it.
Tobias, what is Leandro Lopes as it relates to crypto?
Leandro Lopes is a fashion brand, and we come from a classic retail world and produce shoes. And we did it already since close to 10 years now. And we entered the crypto game 1.5 years ago because we fell in love with crypto. So we bought a lot, we love the market, we love the environment, we love everything what happens there. And the original idea was, hey, let's use this cool technology to have a good proof that our fashion is original and not a copy, and use the blockchain technology to have a unique identifier. So some other brands did it as well, but this was the first inspiration we had for crypto. Then we thought it would be a cool idea to make an own token for a loyalty. So if you purchase something on our store, we can reward you with some tokens. And then we thought, let's go deeper and combine crypto with the fashion.
So Leandro Lopes, already an established fashion brand, and getting into crypto, you said one of our shoes, one of our products specifically, going to be a crypto mining shoe.
True, that's it. So the main base, we are in Germany, so where's the brand well known? We have more than 400 retailers selling our shoes physically in their store, of course online as well. All out of Germany, we are not so known, but we try our best to change it. And but maybe you know some of the influencers we're working with, like Floyd Mayweather or Neymar, wearing our stuff. And yes, we try to combine it with the mining shoe. So a real shoe you can really wear in the real world and get crypto assets if you move with it.
So let's dive into that. How exactly does the mining chip work within the shoe?
Good one. So I have one for you here. It's still the prototype, so we are working on it. Not the final version, but close to it. So that you can see it's a very modern sneaker built for a young audience, to be honest. And we have here a big sole, and the complete difference to smartwear, as you know, just here I have my watch, right, is we erased everything what needs to be connected. So you don't need to charge, there's no cable connection, there's no induction made to load it. It's completely working by walking. So kinetic walk works with piezo technology. So every step, the kinetic pressure produces energy, and charges a Bluetooth chip, which is connected to the app. And so that's in easy words, the way how we call or how we count the steps.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, you mentioned the app. So you keep track of this in the app. There's a whole ecosystem going on with the app. Could you talk about that?
Absolutely. And we reinvented it to make it easy and accessible for everyone. So let's face it, not everyone is in the crypto world, but we want to do our best to help to connect the worlds. So we decided to reinvent the app, and it's basically an activity game. So you walk around, and if more steps you make, as more can you explore, and as more can you find. You have an avatar, you can level up. It's very detailed 3D avatar wearing our stuff. So in digital world and physical world, you can have both clothes. And as more as you walk, the more steps you make. And we have a currency called reward steps. And as more you have, as more rewards you get. Once a week, we have the pool where we give earnings to the users. We call it pool, proof of walk. So as more as you walk, as more as you get.
Interesting. A little bit like Pokemon Go, in that you're getting out there, you're walking places, probably feeling good because you're walking, but also completing certain challenges in the app.
Absolutely. Appreciate that you said it. We say often it's a combination of Runtastic and Pokemon Go, so everyone can feel it. And of course, we have plans to implement a similar function like the Pokemon stops that you have in Pokemon Go, but to combine it with the retailers. So the brick and mortar stores can be a part of the game to engage with the users. So completely new invention. But like I said, we want to melt down the borders and bring both worlds together.
Interesting. And before we go any deeper, I want to find out a little bit more about you. You're new at Leandro Lopes, as I understand it. You worked for global brands like Salesforce, Amazon, Sixt. Why'd you choose Leandro Lopes after 22 years in sales and working for big brands like that?
Absolutely. So I'm since 22 years in sales, like you said, and always with a big marketing and sales weight in my career. And I fell in love with crypto 2016. And we met by accident, Leandro Lopes and me, and we found out, hey, we are in love with the same things. So we want to bring in crypto and accessible for everyone. We want to invent something completely new. We want to combine the worlds. And what I bring in is I have a huge background experience in advertising. So I know how to make things big and earn money with it. That's extremely key because we want to bring back as much money as possible to the users. So we think Web3 can only work if you involve the users in the complete experience. So as more money we earn, as more we can reward to the players, and we will build up the game together with the users. And I think I have some good relationships in the network and some experience which can help make this big.
And speaking about rewards to the users, in the Lopes app, users can participate in challenges and even find NFTs. You touched on that, but is there more to say? Could you talk about that a little bit more?
Absolutely. We have many different kind of chests. So as more as you walk, random chests will pop up in the game and you can find and open them depending on a randomizer behind that, counting the steps you make. And as more steps you make, the higher the chance get to find a chest. And that can be in pets, emotes, boosters, and the best what you can find is fashion NFTs. And if you find them, that's puzzle pieces. And if you combine all the puzzle pieces to one, you get the clothing in real again. Like I said, we want to bring in the both worlds. So that's important for us to give the user also the chance to get real rewards, so physical fashion.
As I understand it, the shoes itself, the Leandro Lopes mining shoes themselves, but also different skins you can win, can be taken
Yeah.
into other metaverses through different partnerships. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's the vision for in a long tail perspective. But we have already a partnership with Welt der Wunder. That's a knowledge show very well known in Germany, and they bought an own metaverse only accessible by browser. And we have a Leandro Lopes store in their metaverse where you can buy our fashion. And vis-a-vis, we will make it accessible to find. We say time capsules to it, so it will be a special chest just for this partner. Maybe imagine you find a T-Rex bone, and if you puzzle it together, you can watch the real T-Rex in their metaverse in real scale. So that is how we want to combine the worlds with benefits from both sides to bring also the worlds together. Of course, absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm. And you recently have a huge live event, Leandro Lopes live event. It was a ticketed event. A lot of people from around the world bought tickets, tuned in. I don't know much about it. What were some of those key highlights, the outcomes that you wanted, and what came of that? What was some of the feedback?
Yeah, we are still in the pre-sale phase, so we are very curious about the actual stage of development of the shoe. So we tell them now that it's a kinetic shoe. The idea before was to make it with an induction loading mat. So they laughed that we do not need any accessory. And the second thing was we told them a new story about the game. Everyone can play it, everyone can try it, and if you love it, you can still purchase the mining shoe. That was also very welcome, and we made it way more easy to access because the structure before was very complicated. And we also announced, and that was a big one, that we are in a race for 1 million players. So the app will be released in the next days. And if we hit the 1 million players in the game, we will make a battle pass. Maybe you know it from other games. And the first one who completes it gets 1 million euro real cash. Leandro Lopes himself was on stage and announced that, and the audience was absolutely excited.
So you have a little competition going, the search for 1 million user milestone, and a winner would get 1 million euros.
Exactly. So we want to get 1 million players in the game, active players in the game. As soon as we hit it, we will announce a battle pass logic. So you have in many other games, it's a mission pass where you have to complete different steps. And the first one who completes it will win real money, 1 million euro in real cash.
I might have to participate.
Could be worth it.
Something else about your event is there was, some key industry players, as I understand it, who showed up to this event, PwC, KPMG. Could you share a little bit on the nature of why they're interested and their involvement in your project?
Yeah, around the world, we have two major challenges we try to help. One is people do not move anymore. So more than 80% of people all on the globe, especially the youngers, based on WHO, do not move at least 30 minutes a day, and this makes them sick. And in Germany, we have very dangerous numbers where we're going to, and we say we want to motivate them move again. So that's on the one hand, and on the other hand, like I said before, we want to involve retail brick and mortar stores. So the urban cities are dying in Germany. I don't know how about in your country. Many stores are empty. No one is in there anymore. And we bring the game together with the store. So they can mount a screen in their store and the player can interact with it. So he can check in and show his avatar he's proud of on the screen, making a signature move, showing the clothing, showing the level. And in the meantime, no characters checking in. I came from the advertising space. I sell advertising videos on the screen, and we will give some of the earnings back to the store. So you have a passive income source to his regular business, and he has new audiences because the player comes in his store. So these are both major challenges in Germany we try to help with, and we try to solve and make it more modern way. And this was very interested by the brands you mentioned. Absolutely.
Tobias, thank you for joining us today. Links to Leandro Lopes and everything down below. I just have a couple more questions as we finish this out. First of all, like, where is Leandro Lopes today, and how can I best get involved? Is it simply by buying the shoe and downloading the app and getting involved that way?
Yeah, to make it easy for everyone, so the app will be available for free. So it's a free app you can try. And if you find out, hey, it's somehow fun, you get your first earnings, you get a smaller portion of it as the mining shoe users, but you find out, hey, that's cool, you want to get more of it, then you can purchase a premium subscription, or you go the biggest one, that's the VIP status if you think so, and buy the mining shoe. But it's up to you. So you can, all of these free models work, and all of these free models you can play and experience everything I mentioned before. So, and we will start soon in your market as well, offering also the physical goods we have and make it accessible as soon as possible all over the globe. That's the plan.
Cool. Could be a good birthday gift or Christmas gift, since I know it's dropping later in the year. And
Absolutely.
absolutely. And then just my final question is, now thinking into the future, what are the plans for this going into the next 2, 3, even up to 5 years?
Yep. Gaming makes always more fun if you do it with others. So we want to implement a lot of multiplayer features in it, so you can see each other in the game as well, interact with each other with emotes, have your own pets following you, maybe fashion for the pets as well, accessing more metaverses because there's so much cool stuff out there, and give other metaverses and other cool fashion brands the chance to get in our game too, because I think as unique as every person is, as unique should the avatar be. So give them all the freedom and all the good things about fashion in individualization and personalization things, what we have in real world too, to have a chance to make a digital me in our game as well. And lots of interaction, way more stores, way more countries, so that you have the experience wherever you go, you can find out, like with Google Maps in the old days, in the future we'll find gamification, upgraded potentials all over the globe where you can interact with stores, players, and all the stuff in the world. So that's the vision for long term.
Cool. Tobias, thank you so much for joining us today. Links to Leandro Lopes and the mining shoe down below. Tobias, final thoughts for the Altcoin Daily audience.
Yeah, thank you so much for the chance to speak with you. I think it's a fantastic time to be alive, because so much things happen, and the meltdown now happens even more. So you have seen the Apple Note with wear glasses, so you can still see the real world, but with digital content. We come from the other side and deliver fashion and connect with digital. I think that's the next big thing. So you don't have to choose, so you can engage with both. So cool time to be in it. And we would be more than happy if you join the Lopes fam and have you on board. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.